What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Starfield. We're about to go speak to the priest over here, Keeper Achilles, with Mateo. See what that's about. Searching for what unity
I
means.
ain't never getting used to that.
Yes?
You talking or? Hello, Keeper.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh, well, what's on both your minds?
We need to talk about unity.
Oh, yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
The colony war. No winners there, just orphans and mourners.
Even just the sound of his voice is comforting, I guess.
You guess? What you stopping for?
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Started with the discovery of these anomalies, the artifacts.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Now let's hear the story then. Must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
Infinitum addendum. That's an odd saying. Very specific.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story.
Okay. I'll talk to them.
The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Sounds good. Okay, you go speak to a Varun Zealot. And the other people. And the House of Enlightenment. Varun prisoners over there. Enlightenment's over there. Let's go to the prisoner first. Since it's closer.
House for
Well, at least I think it's closer.
I think that's how they like it.
As it seems to be quite far away. Yeah, it's in the... whatever you call that, the transit.
Rations? Check. Rifle? Already stowed.
Can you actually swim in this game? I didn't know that. Honestly, thought they'd just have you walk on an invisible barrier. Maybe glass on top of it. Where are you leading me to? Oh well. Of course.
I don't know if I can handle a hauler's life. Do you think I could pull off that look? The scarf, the bangs, and everything.
I don't know.
Hello.
It's a bit over the top, don't you see?
Andy Singh. Can I talk to you, please?
Still,
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
Keeper Keyless sent me. I need to talk about the Pilgrim.
It's actually important, as strange as that may seem.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
Maybe there's a message hidden in what he's saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Thank you. Giving me a lot to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Talk to
I could
the
really bend
room
your ear when you
prison.
got a moment.
Yeah, sure. Maybe later, Sam.
Hi. How you doing?
During the war, we had
Hello? Hello? See if loading will do it. Hopefully I'm not trapped in the well. I end this playthrough real quick.
New Atlanta. Hi there.
Okay. Let's see if we can find another exit. That's it. Clear sign right there. Exit. There's one. Well, spaceport.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had a chance to catch up.
Is it allowed to just walk back here?
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Sounds good. Hello. Urza.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
Mirza. I know you've talked to Keeper Achilles about the Vermin Faith.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
I never can make heads or tails of these guys.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Keeper Achilles spoke of a pilgrim. We need to know more about him.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters in the slightest to you.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
How you liking that laser gun? Pew pew.
Not all that much, actually. Had better laser guns. Turn to Keeper Achilles.
Cora likes throwing stones into the pond. Or she did. God, that was ages ago.
A lot of walking around in this video. say walking around, but it's more like a lot of running around. Hello, Keeper.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The Enlightened story used the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
Everyone's zealot said Janan fought 4 times over 128 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
In your story, the Pilgrim contemplates the infinite addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Well, that is the name of a star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
Something sacred out there, bringing everything together.
Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together.
I said it was.
Should that be sanctified?
Yes. Sure.
And so you think this word unity describes a similar miracle? The processes of the universe are all in accordance with some greater intent.
This is all a bit above my pay grade.
On to.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Can you get a moment? Can we talk?
Yeah, sure. Go to Addendum 2. Not Addendum. Go to Indum 2. We're going to go ahead and do that next time, though. We're going to end it early a bit today. So, thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day. We'll see you next time.